Good evening, everybody. It is January 28th. Going to give everybody an update on how the Winter Warriors Challenge is going and how our charity drive for the Chase Children's Home is going. The team has now run 3,240 miles. So again, cleared our goal a couple days ago and still going strong. And we have now raised $3,700 plus for the Chase Children's Home. So thank you again for everybody's generosity and their donations. And just going to call out a couple of people who recently donated. Brooke Sukavasi, who is a leader on the Action for Aiden Army. She's a great person. Got to meet her at an event a little while back. So thank you very much, Brooke. Prim Sawyer, who's my sister-in-law and a wonderful, compassionate, caring, and generous person. She made a donation. Thank you, Prim. And Stephanie Burnham, who heads up the Runners Alley racing team with me. She's an amazing teacher and coach over in the Manchester area. Thank you, Stephanie. And then Janine Sylvester, the queen of the Runners Alley stores, one of my favorite people who let me join the Runners Alley racing team a while back. She made a very generous donation. So thank you so much, Janine. So tonight, we've got some special guests that we're going to talk to. We've already interviewed everybody on our core Winter Warriors team, but I feel like these two are almost an extension of the team. They're just great members of the running community. So Derrick Hamel and Jess Goldman. Do you guys want to quickly introduce yourselves beyond that?
Yep, sure. I'm Derrick, and
I'm Jess.
Yep. I'm pretty familiar with you guys. Yeah, I mean, you're sort of legends in the area. And you guys live in Barrington, right? Yep. And I noticed, I think a couple days before the Winter Warriors competition kicked off, Derrick threw a note out there and said, "Hey, I'm looking for people to join the team. I've got the Derrick Camel comeback." And so Derrick, what gave you the idea to do that? Was that really like a late decision?
Yeah, I think it was the 31st.
Yeah.
And I texted her and, "Hey, you want to do this thing?" And she said, yeah. And then I just threw out the offer to anybody that wanted to join.
What did you got, about 8 people, 9 people?
We had, I think, 6.
Now we're down to
then 5 active members.
Oh no! What happened?
Well, I think he just forgot to log his miles.
Gotcha.
So then he got, disqualified. But I think even with the 5 people that we have, we're still ranked 6th for a team.
Yeah, that sounds right. You guys, the two of you have been putting up bananas miles. Jess, had you ever heard of this competition before?
I posted the text he sent me because he was like, "Hey, do you want to be on my Winter Warriors team?" And I was like, "What is it?" And at the time, he was like, "Run every day in January." And I was like, "That sounds stupid. Sign me up."
Yes,
it took me like the first week to be like, "Oh, this is like a competition where it's like a dum-dum contest. It's the kind of thing I'm good at, where you just go out and run as much as you can." So
yeah,
I finally caught on and got into the swing of it. So
I noticed that in the beginning, both you guys were logging pedestrian 10 to 13 mile runs every day, thinking this will be good. And now it's been escalating a little bit. How many miles are you up to, Derrick?
I hit 400 today, so I'm at 402.
402. Wow. And how's it feeling so far?
After my long run on Sunday this past weekend, I did a 50K.
I remember.
I've been kind of recovering, and I probably haven't been eating enough and drinking enough. But so I've been kind of taking it easy this week, just because listening to the body. And
so your 400 miles is kind of in the adorable category. And Jess, what are you up to? The real queen of the competition.
I'm at 494.
Man, it just almost gives me a nosebleed. So I know there's some people logging insane miles, walking it. So are you top 5 at this point though?
Yeah, I've been hanging on to the top 5, which I don't know, for the way, because what's interesting about this is it's not like a normal endurance thing, because you also have to go to work and do all these things, and my schedule allows me one little chunk in the morning. Whereas I'm looking at some other people and they seem to be able to go out multiple times, but I'm like, I can do this little window, and then on the weekends I try to do a little bit more. But people on the top of the leaderboard they're like
amazing.
They're crazy. They're all friends and like they're just really cranking out the miles. So I don't have any intention of trying to out crazy those guys.
I feel like you have to give up everything for Winter Warriors. Like quit your job, like get rid of the family, the pets, and just go after it. But maybe.
And I have to say, because Chelsea Loy, you know, I think she's she's a Seacoast long runner on your group, but she's on that other team. But she definitely lit a fire under me. That she's amazing. Like I've got eyes on her. I think she's gonna be like an up and coming ultra hero. She already is, but
she can log some
I go on Strava in the morning and I'm like, what did Chelsea do? Trying to like we keep chasing each other, you know?
Yeah, I think that's objectively the best thing about Winter Warriors is just kind of the friendly rivalries that emerge and just getting inspired by other people to do things. Like Derrick, we saw your 50K. You did the rail trail, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And how did that feel? You did it pretty quickly too, right? It's like sub 7:30 pace anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And you guys are both kind of coming off injury too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But things are feeling okay. Mostly. Yeah.
I was in the pain cave last weekend. That windstorm, I like rolled my foot on a pine cone. And so I had like a lower leg thing going on, but we just watched that Nicolas Cage special where he talks about profanity helps decrease.
Oh yeah, I like that.
That strategy on my run.
The nature of the F-bomb and where it came from.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's coming in useful. I like that. Yep. Nice. All right. So again, I consider you both to be kind of legends in the running community. Derrick, what would you say of all your accomplishments, and I've been around to see some of them, what would be your favorite accomplishment in the sport?
I guess possibly the 50K I did in 2019. I ran a 2:54, I think, for a 50K.
So what is that for pace ballpark for the people that can't do that math?
5:36, 5:37 pace.
That's amazing.
31 miles.
Yeah.
I placed third overall at the race, and that time, I think I was the 5th fastest runner in the country.
That's amazing.
2019.
Was that after the New York City Marathon or before?
It was a few months after.
After, yeah. Yeah, it's incredible. How about you, Jess? What's your most proudest or favorite?
I'm a totally different kind of runner. Derrick's like graceful on his slow recovery runs. He looks like this like weightless gazelle.
He's smooth. Yep.
I'm not fast or graceful, but like I'm an endurance person. So I think my biggest accomplishments were in 2014, I became the 2nd woman in history to run across the United States solo and self-supported.
Wow.
And I look like I'm fighting a bunch of bees when I run, but I've got the endurance thing going for me. So.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you're built for this event, this Winter Warriors thing. This is easy stuff for you. And didn't you also do like that Invictus race too? I think we talked about that.
Infinitus. Yeah, I made an attempt at Infinitus. There were no finishers that year, but I did manage to stay on the top of the leaderboard. So.
And how many miles was it in total before you had to call it a day?
So that's like that. It's a 10-day event, and you need to run the distance of 2 marathons every day, but it's on trail, and every day is like 9,000 feet of gain.
Good God.
So I ended up spraining my ankle pretty badly, but I got 330 something
miles.
Yeah.
10 days.
Which is like you do that, and then they're like, everybody's a DNF. They don't even list your results. They're so hardcore. Like unless you finish the whole. There's only been 4 people to ever finish it.
That's crazy.
But it was a blast.
Yeah, that's it doesn't appeal to me, but I like the idea that people like to do it. It's awesome. So, all right. So you guys know that like our team has been trying to raise money for the Chase Children's Home in Portsmouth, and I kind of look at it like the whole Winter Warrior community is sort of part of this and kind of driving it. We're definitely getting donations from people outside the team. Both of you very generously donated, so thank you for that. But why do you think like in these difficult times, it's important to support a cause like that. I mean, Derrick, do you want to start?
Yeah. So yeah, that I didn't know about the organization prior to this. But once I found out that you were spearheading this, making this about more than just running every day, looked into it a little bit and realized it's a good cause.
Yeah. Awesome. How about you, Jess?
I worked in supportive services for many years.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, a place like that, those kids have already been through some kind of a tragedy or a crisis that you and I will probably never even have to experience. And they survived it, and they're there. So we already know, like, these kids have strong character, and they're kids now, but they are the future of our community. And so we've got a choice. It's like, are we going to let them slip through the cracks and self-destruct? Or are we just going to give them what they need, their basic needs, like, food, clothing, shelter, medical attention, like mental health help. Somebody can believe in them, and then they can become, these strong, important people in our community. It's not like a handout. We're actually investing in the future of our community, because they're going to be adults soon, and that's like the people that live in our neighborhood. So, they deserve to be helped out, I think.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's a great way of putting it. Yeah, and when I met with some folks from that organization, they had a lot of good success stories with, these kids going on and going into the military and having great careers. A lot of them go to college and do great things. So it's tough. I mean, especially now where everybody's under strain and people that have ideal circumstances, it's still hard. I just think about those kids down there. So it's nice,
especially with all the funding getting cut and people not being able to volunteer. Like, there's definitely a need that needs to be filled. So I think it's awesome. I'm so thankful for you that you have organized this to let people know about it and help.
Yeah, it's a team effort and it's fun. And let's be honest, we're going to do this dumb running thing either way, but they're just helping us to make something good of it and give it some meaning. So
gives us an excuse to do something stupid. It's perfect.
Exactly. When I come back limping, I say, well, it was kind of for the children. So anyway, so I'll let you guys get back to it, but it's really awesome to see you guys. I haven't seen you since the beginning of the pandemic, so I hope we can get together soon. And great job with the challenge so far. I know you're both like an inspiration to our whole team, kind of seeing what you're doing out there every day. And I don't know if we can match that 50K. There might be some shenanigans on Sunday. We'll see. It's I don't know if I have 30, is it 31 miles? Is that a 50K? Yeah.
Everyone's going to be on crutches Monday, I think.
Yeah, we definitely, we're the Icarus Project, is what we call ourselves. And we definitely have the top 2 layers of wax on the wings is melted away. And I feel like we're very exposed, but we're in the home stretch. So anyway, thank you both again. And again, thanks for donating. Thanks for being part of this, and talk to you both soon.
Great. Awesome. Thanks, Matt. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.